Hi there, welcome. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. We're going to work on this Dear Julie February challenge. And I'm also going to show you how it is possible to use up all the scraps when you finish a project, because I did that in my January journal. Here we go. There, it's Lori, and it's February, and I'm starting a new junk journal. This one is going to be a ring-bound journal with a little golden book, a second book from my childhood, a set of digitals, actually 2 sets of digitals. This is Dear Julie's February challenge, and if you've ever wanted to sort of have a group of people holding your hand as you learn new things, I think this is a great way to do it. She has the requirements, meaning what to include in the challenge, which includes 2 sets of her digitals and the 2 books and extra things. But it's also to learn how to do things. Bubbles. I've never done bubbles. Create your own paint by number, finger paint, roller stamping, pasting, 1, 2, 3s, leaf print, ABCs, ribbon closures, specialty ones, making a pom-pom, making a ruffle. Yeah, and then the different items. Library card, domino. You see the list. But the nice part is you're together with a group that is interested and working on the same thing that you're doing. Not the same items, but they're all making a little golden book, altered book. And whether or not they're doing it in a regular cover journal or whether they're doing the ring bound, yeah, that's up to the participants. So I have started. I've taken apart the ABC book. I've used washi, a lot of it, on the page edges. Here's one of the digitals that I used, and on the back I put a paper napkin. So I'll be doing that now and again. And you can see how it goes, just sort of adding things, and scrapbook paper will go in between, and the digitals and ephemera, all the different items to make. Here is a piece of this paper. We have a little cafe in our little town, and they serve their food in a plastic basket with this type of paper on top. And I asked whether I could have a few extra pieces, and I'm going to include it in this journal too. So lots of fun things, because you're starting with a children's book. Here's another of her digitals that I put the paper napkin on the back. So we're going to make something today from her list. I think I'm going to do a circle something. So using the children's book and a circle and 3 more embellishments or enhancements with a Dear Julie digital. We're going to do that. I'll be right back. Hi there. Okay, let's make something. I want to do a circle something. And I have a circle doily. I have a bunch of little circle things. And the prompt is you have to do something with a book page and Dear Julie's digital. So what I did was I punched a circle out of the digital here. Oops, sorry. I'm not using my microphone because I'm experimenting. My phone did an update, and now the microphone isn't working properly. It's not an expensive microphone, so it's not a surprise. But the other parts of the video I've done with the microphone. So I had to pump up the volume to such an extent that it was severely noticeable. Anyhow, I have circles on the washi. I have a circle, what do you call it? Wax seal. I don't think I'll use that. A little circle embellishment. I'm starting to just fill this my little bucket full of bits and bobs. But we're gonna go through 2 circle things. This one here. So this is from, let me see if I can find the container. I have my tall tower of drawers beside me. So this is German. This is my grandmother's, and I showed one of these in the Junk Journal January. She was tatting these, obviously, some point in time. I don't know when. And so this is just a little thing that was in her sewing machine drawer. She brought a sewing machine with her from Germany when she emigrated. Yeah, at some point I'm going to scan the photos of her and my father getting on a ship in 1931, I think. But anyhow, this is what she brought, and this is one of the things she's tatted. That's why I'm showing it to you. All right, let's put this on here. Let's attach it to the doily, which is Easter egg dyed, with a brad, which is a circle. Yeah, I'm pulling out all the things that are colorful in my drawers, in my stash, everything that I have. Because to me, this child's style little golden book has all kinds of, they're not completely primary colors. Some of them are a little bit pastel-y in a way. Ooh, how am I going to do this without wrecking the doily? Oh, the problems we journalers have, huh? There. Okay, let's put this one in here. It's fun. I rarely do bright and colorful things, so the opportunity today is to do that. And let's put this one to hang here. Should I have it hanging from there? Maybe. Let's put a little hole in it. So I have the one book page, which is this, the German from this book here. And this is a Dear Julie digital. Three little punch holes, hole punches from a blue piece of cardstock, circles. So I asked in the group, is the circle element here, is the circle element all 5 things have to be circles or just one of the 5? I don't know. I haven't heard an answer back, but I just asked, so that's a little unrealistic. But this one is all the elements, all 5 elements are circles. So let us put some glue stick No, maybe. Okay, let's do Fabri-Tac on here. I'm not sure the glue stick will hold, and I'll probably have to come back and do a little more. But for now, we're putting it on like so. There we go. And I think I should punch a hole through here, if it works now. Should have done that before, right? No, I'm not going to worry about it right now. At least not on camera. So we have a circle, tatted circle, flower, a circle of the book page, and another book page, and a Dear Julie Julie digital, a circle Brad, and some circles on the washi and circles there. I think that's enough circles. What do you think? All right, and this is the first page of the book, and this is my grandmother's handwriting from Tante Mieze in Germany. So, a nod to the book with a little circle button I tied onto the paperclip. So there you go. There's one circle item. Now, I thought maybe we'd make another. This is this roll of paper, wallpaper. Yeah. And what I did was I used my little punches. I have a 2-inch, and this one here is, I don't know, it's not written on there that I can see, but it's larger. You see? And this is a 1-inch, I think. So what I did was I went through and took some circles of the wallpaper. This is where this circle is from here. So I'd like to use this as an actual page. And I'm going to try and tear the page. Where's my tear ruler? There it is. Because most of the items in this journal will not be torn. They're going to be just straight lines. But I'd like a little texture on a few of them. So this is the circle element. If we didn't need, I'm going to put it in as a page. Maybe you want to see that? I don't know how I did the pages. Oops, sorry. I'm going for this big bite here. Yeah, before I do that. Well, I suppose I could just take one page out. And what I did was just draw holes through here. Pencil. Now I could put eyelets in here. I could put, I have these circle things. I could put those on. And that might be interesting too, because they are circles. Come on. Sorry. Anyhow, about my microphone, I have to look into what the story is behind the microphone. My son has a business that does a video for businesses, and he sends them a kit to do video testimonials. So I'm going to use the larger here. And within the kit, he has these microphones that he sends. And again, they're not expensive because it's a kit that the client keeps. And he had mentioned to me that since his phone updated, all of a sudden he was having difficulty with the microphone. So I have to connect with him and find out what the story is about that. All right, if I were going to put it in somewhere, this piece of maybe between here. Let's put the round sticker thingies on just because they're circles. One, and they're a little bit bigger. Hopefully by the time Tuesday rolls around, I'll have another microphone that works or have figured out the difficulty. If any of you watching who film with your phone, have you had any difficulty with your microphones? I'd be interested to know. Okay, I'm going to put this on here. Next, here is a page from the book that I wanted to use. And where did it go? One of these pages I was going to cut up. Here it is. So it has a Dear Julie, Julie digital. It has a page, and I want to sort of cut around it. Fussy cut. Leaving some of the bird. And some of the writing. I no longer speak German. I don't have anybody in my life right now that speaks German. So I don't feel badly cutting up this book because it's mine. It reminds me of my grandmother. It reminds me of my roots, even though I've never lived there, to Germany. And I think having something that I use in this journal is more important than keeping a book on a shelf that no one is reading. And yeah. Okay, so we have the book and we have the birds and we have the writing here. Let's attach it. Some people would never consider cutting up a book, and I understand that. There are books that I have had for years and years that I will never cut up because I still read them. There are other books that were gifted to me, and the lady who gave them, she works at the library, and the books have come into the library. The library is not going to keep them. In fact, they're going to put them in the landfill. So she brings us different books to use in our junk journaling. And I feel as though that's a very valuable and valid use of old books. 3 circles. Yeah, I'm going to have to repunch the hole. So, when do you choose to use your sorry, I'm concentrating. When do you choose to use your physical books? What's the criteria that you go through Is there a criteria? It's okay if there's not. It's fine. Just interested. That's all. There, how's that? I think that looks pretty. Put this one down first. And there is glue on this, but I've never practiced with it yet, so. Oh, now which way did I have it? That's something I have to put on my to-do list. Practice and see, just add water to this wallpaper and see if it works. All right, and this one here. There, how's that? There's 3 circles. Okay. Now, let's check the requirements. So, you have to have a circle, the wallpaper or the circles. Ah, butterfly. That's what I was going to put on. And I was going to put brads on. Okay. Here's a little butterfly. This is trim. I'm thinking about using it on the front of the book cover. I think it would look pretty. Snip butterfly off. Maybe 3 butterflies. What do you think? And it's slightly fuzzy. It's kind of fun. The reason I'm using the Fabri-Tac is because my art glitter glue bottles are empty. And I have been avoiding filling them because it's a little time consuming. There. What else? We have to have 3 items. So we have the circles, we have the butterflies, and I think I was going to put some brads in there. We have 3 here, 3 here. Let's put some brads down here. I have to cut that hole again. But in the meantime, let's put one here. 1, 2, and 3. What color should I use? Red, I think. Or this isn't true red, it's more a magenta. Two, wrong way. That's fine. 2, and 3. Wrong way again. 3 brads. Okay, here we are. Some brads, some circles of wallpaper. Right, this is squishing out. And butterflies. And we'll put it in here. Let me think. What? C, A, B, C for circle, maybe? Isn't this a cute book? I like the colors. I like the, there, C. We have clocks and we have circles. I need to put a hole through again. There we go. And C for circle. I guess B for butterfly and C for circle. There we go. Here we are. Circle. A clock is a circle too. C is the clock that goes tick tock tick. I might have to just cut the bottom parts off because I think this page might be a tad too long. But that is for future Lori. Okay, we have 2 circle items. We have that one and we have this one. So, you know, I just want to close out January. I made the January, Junk Journal January. There's a flip through. I'll link below. And I wanted to use up all the leftovers. I was successful. The little bits that are left are in this little envelope, and I'll show you. Just that. I'm going to use this as a commonplace book, meaning whatever I feel like putting in it. And you can see that I just kept going until I used up every single bit. Well, except for these, but they'll be used up too. This is a journal. I'll put a link below. It's Natasha at Treasure Books. She showed how to make this, and I'm loving it because it's simple, it's easy, it's quick. But tucks, belly bands, more tucks. What else did I put in here? It's a tuck and a pocket. Belly bands. So you see, just the bits and pieces to complete another journal, but it uses up all the scraps. And because you're doing it so quickly and so easily, yeah, it's fun. It's a wonderful feeling. That's all I can say. It's a wonderful feeling to use up all the bits and pieces. Nothing's left over. It'll all be used. The journal was easy to make. This is a pocket. And now I can move on to February. I want to thank you for joining me. I invite you to watch again on Tuesday. I will have solved the microphone problem, I hope, by then. And yes, give us a like. I would appreciate that very much. That helps other people find me. Take care. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. And this is a challenge from Dear Julie. I will link all the information below so you can find how to do it. And I invite you to join us. Take care. Bye for now.